Well, the first thing I do is I start off on paper and pencil, and I kind of write what's going to be in my rap and song and stuff. And then the next thing I do after that is I revise it, obviously, on the paper, and then I put it on the Chromebook like I did with this one. As I'm going through it, I space it out and put it in chorus and stuff, and like different sections and stuff. So, and then after that, it's basically just print it off, and then I add the beat. Like, that's pretty much all I do is paper to pencil and then Chromebook. Okay, well, my feedback is basically through my parents or my classmates. And when I'm done writing or I'm done with something, I'll typically share it with my dad because has a background of writing music and performing and stuff because he's in a band or whatever. He gives me some ideas or some stuff that I need to work on, and then I basically just do that. And not all the time, like I don't always agree with him, or with my free write stuff, I read it to the classroom, or my teacher reads it to the classroom. Then if I win, they'll tell me like, "Oh, you did a good job on this" or whatever. You know, kind of give me some feedback, some positive and negative feedback, like what I can do and what was really good. And then I take that all into consideration, and sometimes edit, and sometimes I don't. Well, the hardest thing about writing, I think, is probably coming up with ideas, because you don't want stuff to sound very cliche. You want it to sound like kind of original, and you want it to sound like kind of like your life, like I said earlier, like what you've lived and stuff. The hardest thing is just coming up with ideas and making them to work with the whole rap or the poem. Best thing about writing is probably being able to read it to people, or sing it or rap it to people and stuff, and to see their kind of like reaction and like, oh, that's good, and hear the positive feedback and stuff. So it always kind of motivates you to keep writing and keep with it. Okay, well, my advice to them is just stick with it. And this is going to sound kind of cliche, but like, don't give up. If people say it's bad, then just be like, okay, and then take their feedback. And you can either take that into consideration, or you can just leave it and say, oh, I think it's good, and don't let anyone tell you if it's bad or good. Whatever comes to your mind, put it on the paper. Maybe you'll come back later when you're writing a different song and say, oh, that sounded good. Like, you know, just write rhymes and different lyrics and stuff. And then when you're creating a song, you can look at that, put some stuff together, and get some ideas from it. So it's kind of like an idea sheet.